Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Inventimart, and today I'm going to be making a Christmas ornament as part of the Reddit 3D printing forum for holiday thing, as well as a viewer request. They wanted to help on making a specific object, and I thought I'd make that ornament for him and for the contest. Might as well do it for both. And first things first, we need to go into the user preferences, and there's an add-on for a mesh or extra. Yeah, it's it. Add mesh extra objects. We want to make sure that's checked and then save user settings. Because what we're going to be making is a star inside of a star. And do Shift A and go down to extras, simple star. And it gives you a star there. And you have the number of points there, and you wanted a 6-point star, so we're going to do that. You can change the size and all that here to make it different, all that kind of stuff. I'll just leave it at the default. And to size this up, right now I have everything set in the millimeters. If you didn't see that, just click up here and I'll take you to that video on how to adjust the measurements to what I'm currently using. Because I changed it to metric, and I'm going to stick with that. It seems to be working just fine. So before I was using Blender units, and now I'm using actual measurement with metric. Seems to work a lot better. I'm just sizing this up to 6 millimeters, not 6 millimeters, centimeters, and holding Shift as I size it or scale it, and trying to get it accurate as I can. These other two, or this one, it goes from like this point to this point, but I don't know why it's not round like it is. Doesn't make sense. Like 7 centimeters on the Y. Oh, so it's 6 right there. Actually, let's make this on 6 on the Y instead, from point to point. There we go. And the thickness on this, I was going to go with 4 millimeters thick. It's kind of thick, but it's not really. Change that to, let's keep it at 4. And so we're going to duplicate this and scale it down. First go into wireframe mode and size it to the size we want. I think that'll be good. I'll just make this thicker than the other one. So that way we can click on the original object, click on the modifier, add modifier, boolean, and I like to use the carve one. It seems to be better. And just select the other star object. And that creates basically a hole in the middle. If we drag that out, you get the hole there. And then I'm going to scale this down a little bit and get it to be able, because you wanted it to be spinning in the inside, and so we need to make an axis in the middle for it to rotate on. But I actually did make one of these previously, and I printed it out, and it didn't quite work right. And what I found was need to rotate it 90 degrees and make sure that the thickness of it doesn't interfere with the sides, and that's pretty close there. And rotate it 90 degrees the other way, back to 0. So now if we rotate it on the Y, it won't bind up on the edges there, because the one that I previously did, it was too thick and it ended up creating kind of a mess there. And so we have just the basic layout of everything, and then what I'm going to do is create a cylinder. So one of these days I'm going to have to figure out the code to make that default 64, because I don't like doing 32. It's just too few. Rotate on X 90 degrees. Scale that up on the Y. And we want that to go inside of the main part of the star there. But I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it, let's try 3.5. And that looks, might work. Let's do 3.3. A little smaller. And then what I'm going to do is take the main outer star, do a Boolean difference curve with the cylinder. So we're making a hole in the ends basically. And so that will make holes there. Apply that. And we can keep the same cylinder. I'm going to go into the side view. I'm going to scale this on the Y down just a little bit. And then I'm going to make it 3 point. Actually, 3 by itself would be good. And make it a little bit smaller. That way there's a little bit of clearance around all the different edges there. That way when it prints it won't wind up too much. And so we have the connecting rod. We need to do another Boolean, the union of the cylinder. And I like carve. B-mesh I need to figure out what it does, but it doesn't quite work right all the time. I'll apply it. And we can delete the cylinder that we made. So this should freely rotate around the Y-axis without it interfering on anything. And to make it so we can hang it from the ornament, I think just a simple hole would work. Just create a cylinder. That's 2mm. Let's go to the main star there, Boolean, difference, cylinder. Apply it, and we can delete that cylinder. And we have a hole in there. And so far it looks pretty much done. All we need to do is combine these two. Select the one and then shift and right click on the next one. Hit Control and J. Joins both together, so now they're all one object. And then go into edit mode. Hit A to clear all the vertices. Control Alt Shift M. Check for any anomalies that might affect the, to make it not, what's it called, manifold, to make it so it is manifold. So it looks like that's complete. I'm actually going to start up my 3D printing program. And I'm going to export this. STL, save it, selection only. And just go to tutorials. Name that star ornament and export. You can go into here and place the object and find it wherever it's at. Tutorials, there we go. Star ornament, there it is. And looks like it came out just fine. And the dimensions on this, after final everything's done, it's 6 centimeters by 52 centimeters by 4 thick. So it's not real big. Looks tiny on this bed. And do a slice on that. I have 0.5 millimeter nozzle, so this will probably print really quick on this printer anyway. But looks like it should print just fine. No problems really with it. And actually what I can do is show how to make this 2 colors. So I'm going to go back into edit mode, select one of the vertices here, and just hold down Control and hold down the plus, and it selects all of these as basically one object. Then hit P, and then by selection. So we're separating the objects again. I'm going to export this main STL as star ornament color 1. Make sure it's selection only. And then name this. I just press the button and it makes color 2. Export that. And we can go back into here and add those 2. Then we got both of those on here, so you can see what it kind of looks like, the different parts. So I don't know if you'll be able to actually put that in there afterwards, but if you have a dual color printer, what you can do is just take this and drag it on top of the other one. Somehow, there we go. And then change the nozzle you're going to use, and then it'll print 2 colors, whatever colors you want it. You can have this one be 2 and that one be 1. Just switch it up. Basically, it'll print it out like that. And that's all we really need to do. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.